Hello,
Hello,
we're Lukas and Kim.
and in this video we are gonna talk about what is in our backpacks. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about what is in my backpack, and or first of all I'm gonna talk about the backpack itself. This backpack is Bergens Helium, and I have actually used it on my previous hike through Sweden. I tried a few other backpacks, but yeah, I ended up with this one. It works well for me and I like it. I have also added 2 side pockets from the Swedish brand Gear, which are very nice and convenient. And I like this backpack because it has 2 very big side pockets. Now I'm gonna open my backpack, and I'm gonna start with the tent. We have the Hilleberry tent and are quite pleased with it. It takes a while to learn how to set up the tent in the best way, how to position it good against the wind and to tighten the line so that it's not too loose, so you get the canvas in your head while sleeping, but at the same time are able to open and close the zippers to the inner tent. What we like about the tent is that it's roomy, rather lightweight. There's not too much condensation inside the tent except for when it's really cold outside. It is also nice that the inner and outer tent are separate, because it means that if the tent gets wet we can keep the inner tent dry much easier. The tent has 2 separate exits, and it's also long enough for Lukas, which is not very easy to find since he is 2 meters tall. The tent is also sturdy enough to not even get a scratch from when a reindeer stumbles over the tent. Yeah, because that can happen. Let's continue with my clothes that I have in a dry bag to keep them dry, of course. My clothes this year will be quite similar to what I wore 2021, with some exceptions. The power hoodie is a new addition to keep me warmer. Then a wind jacket to protect me from wind and mosquitoes. The down shorts are also new. I really like them so far. Then I have a down jacket like last time and a rain jacket, but this one is thinner and more lightweight. And lastly, I have the same kind of rain pants, but a new pair. I hope this set of clothes will keep me warmer since I freeze a lot. Since I freeze a lot, I also have regular gloves, thick gloves and rain gloves. I also have a pair of Rocky Gore-Tex socks for when it's raining. Lukas also have a pair. I also have another dry bag with my sleeping clothes to keep them dry. I sleep in thermal underwear, a buff and warm socks. This year I will have warmer pants, but other than that it's the same as last time. I also have a little bag with electronics. In my electronic bag I'm carrying 2 10,000 mAh power banks and most of the chargers. Lukas is carrying the rest. Very nice water filter. We have the Catadin B-free filter and it works okay. Luckily we use it in quite clear water so it doesn't clog up too much. Otherwise, cleaning this filter is rather difficult. In the mountains we don't filter our water most of the time, but we like to keep it with us for safety and peace of mind. I have our hygiene kit. And my own hygiene kit as a woman, I need this. It's menstrual pads and a menstrual cup. I also have sunglasses. Just changed my sunglasses, so this is what my new sunglasses look like. They have Spectrum 4, which means that they will be better for my eyes when walking on snow. Same as Lukas. And I have a spoon. We also have this first aid kit. And I need to show this also. Water bottle holder. This is my pee rag, and as you maybe hear from the name, I use it for when I pee. It's very convenient and has saved me so many times. I don't have to explain this. My sleeping bag. I also have a sleeping bag liner inside. My previous sleeping bag was a Cumulus Teneca 700. Unfortunately, it was too big for me, which is why I switched. I'm hoping this one is going to work better for me, keep me slightly warmer, since there will be less cold air inside the sleeping bag. The sleeping bag liner is used inside the sleeping bag to increase the warmth, to keep the sleeping bag cleaner, to use in huts when we're sleeping inside, etc. And my sleeping pad. I've tried a few different sleeping pads, but this is both my first one and the one that has worked out best for me so far. It took me through all of Sweden, so I hope it will bring me good sleep through all of Norway too. And this Nylofoam liner is used to keep my sleeping bag and sleeping pad dry, and to keep some other stuff extra dry inside of my backpack. And our Garmin InReach. Some kind of emergency transmitter is obligatory if you're hiking the Gröna Bandet or Green Ribbon for safety reasons. We're using this one also for tracking, and if you want to follow us, here's the link to our map where you can see where we are during the hike.
Okay, so this is my backpack. It's the Pudgy from Lundhags, Swedish brand. It's a lightweight pack and I think it's good. So first of all, we have the trekking poles. This is the Black Diamond Alpine Carbon Cork. Other than hiking with, we use them to put up the tent, and Kim have the same poles as me. On this side, I have a Eva pad. And on this side, I have an extra water bottle, and I have my pot when it's dinner time. In the front here, I have my rain clothes for easy access. This year I will be trying a rain skirt. Never done that before. So I will bring my rain pants, which are the Haglovs Lim shell pants, which I might send home if the rain skirt is good enough. The rain jacket is from Black Diamond and it's new, so let's see how well it works. And if we turn the pack around, I have a phone holder, and I can even have some cards or snacks here. And on this side I have my water bottle holder. On the side here I have a small storage for sunglasses, mosquito net, and I use this because my wife can't be close to me if I'm not using this one. Very important. People. Yeah, and I have a small towel. So let's have a look on the inside. First of all, I have my sun and rain hat. It's very good. And then also easy access, our kitchen. The pot is a Torx titanium 1.5 liter, and inside we fit the gas container and the stove, which is a MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. And then I have the drone and electronic storage. It's a hard case to keep the drone safe. This year we will bring a drone and not only a GoPro. The drone is a DJI Mini 3 Pro, and inside the electronic bag I have one power bank and a wall socket with some cables. And here we have some extra clothes. With extra clothes I mean a wind jacket from Swimant and a down jacket from Peak Performance, as well as a beanie and a pair of gloves from Decathlon. My sleeping clothes. For sleeping clothes I have a wool shirt, a pair of long johns and a wool buff. And here's my quilt. My quilt is from Enlightened Equipment and so far I really like it. And this is my sleeping pad. The sleeping pad is from Exped. I have a lighter one from Thermers that works okay, but I chose to bring this one because I have straps we use to put the sleeping pads together, and they work best with two similar pads which are regular in shape. That's everything! Oh.